What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, y'all? You got the almighty DJ CJ Flash back with a brand new live episode of I Remember That Song, and here to tell you all about it is the man, the myth, the legend, Jerry Dove.
Ooh, CJ, you had me nervous. I thought you were going to do what you said you was going to do. So
I knew I did. That's
Dominus Ominous. Thank God that he didn't do what he said he was going to do. And welcome to the show, everybody. Dominus Ominous. Woo. He's got a little nickname he likes to call me, folks. That's fine everywhere except probably here.
Probably it. But you know what? They would catch on. I guarantee if I said it, everybody else would say it.
Yeah.
I'm sure they would.
Yeah. Man,
Gee, Dove, though.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, thank you, CJ, for censoring yourself there. It's December 19th. We're ready for another show, man.
Yes, we are. Yes,
How'd you do in the rain yesterday?
I stayed in, so I did well.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good.
I wasn't out in it.
Me neither. All right, look, let's talk to our family is here. We got a full house tonight, like we didn't have last week. So hello to Ryan Nicole. Hello,
Dub.
Russ.
See, told you.
Dub.
See, told you it's contagious.
I'm gonna get you
Mama Gladys. I'm sorry.
Mama Gladys.
Mama Gladys.
I didn't say the bad words, and
We didn't either.
I learned it from him over there.
Okay,
He's G-Dub.
It is his fault.
G-Dub.
It's his fault.
But there's an
Big Russ, is that a Flip Wilson shirt there? Is that Flip Wilson?
Nice.
Let me see that, man.
Nice.
Man.
That's dope.
We were somewhere and Russ had that shirt on, and a cat stopped him. Was like, "Hey, man, is that a skateboard shirt?"
How would he get that?
Because they lifted the logo.
Oh,
For the skateboard.
But it's also a black-owned skateboard company.
That's true.
Yeah, so.
Very true.
interesting.
Oh, anything about Flip Wilson?
But the dude who said it looked like he was three shades to the wind. He was when he first walked up to me, I was like, "Oh Lord, what's Hey man.
He could have said worse, I'm sure.
Hey
so.
man. It was like that joke that Robert Harris said. Flash.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey man, you know how I can get to the other side of the street? He said, "Yeah, man, it's over there." He said, "Ain't that a bitch? I was just over there. They told me the same thing."
That's funny. That's funny. I get it. That's funny.
Exactly what he looked like, man.
But they came at you with some skater questions instead.
He did, and skater wisdom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting.
He wasn't far off. They did lift it. But,
Yeah.
All right.
So this
all
is from the Flip Wilson collection, sir.
right. I like
Nice.
it. I didn't know he had a collection.
Me
I like
He
neither.
does.
Me neither.
I left you the Geraldine.
Yeah, Killer. Was it Killer? Killer.
Killer.
Yeah, Killer. He was funny.
You get Geraldine, and Flash gets Here Comes the Judge.
Well, my name is Gerald. My name is
Get
Gerald.
it?
It works.
Get it?
Close.
I get it.
But
On brand.
I'm good.
What you got on right there? You got a.
Ooh, you want to see that?
He's
What are you
set
wearing?
tripping.
You talking about me?
I was gonna say, it's
Yeah, you
two-tone.
cool.
Okay, check this out.
Sea walk and blood walk.
Oh
Oh,
wow!
wow.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow!
There's more. Wait, there's more.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh!
Wait, that's an LBGTQ set trip right there.
Whoa. That's a
You
color
somebody
palette.
gonna
That's
whoop
all
you,
that
bro.
is.
You set tripping on everybody.
He's
set tripping
he's
on
set tripping-
everybody.
set tripping for the acronyms.
It's a color palette. All it is a colorful shirt. That's all it is.
I love it. You could walk in every hood. Walk into every hood, G-Dub.
Walk, run, prance, skip, hop.
I
Somebody
just
gonna
don't
get you.
know. I ask myself,
Where-
why
where
do I
do they-
love these people, Lord? Why
Where
do I
they sell
love
that
them?
type of shirt though? What's the purpose?
I'm not even gonna tell you, man. So it's
No, I mean,
color.
what
I like it.
Fashion.
I don't
I'm
even
not
know
mad
what-
at the Two-Face
like it.
bandana, bruh.
I like
Bruh,
it.
it's not
Cool.
Two-Face. It's like what? How did you even know you wanted something like that?
As soon as I saw it, I said, okay, that speaks to me. So that's all it
Nice.
is.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
I
that's
respect
better
I
than any
think some
joke I
clothes,
could come
clothes
with.
just look like something I want to wear, man. So I just wear stuff that makes me stand apart.
Yeah.
I don't want to stand out. I just stand apart.
Yeah, you're doing it.
You stand in something.
Brian is trying her best to see. Yeah.
Yeah. Like move right along, man. I'm trying to save you. Come on out of there.
I'm not-
Come on out of there.
I say today, like I said every week, I am not worried about y'all.
Gotcha.
Y'all. Okay.
You need to be.
No. No. So listen, tonight, as I change the subject here, you ready? Y'all ready? Radical, you getting ready? Here we go. So tonight, we welcome back to IRTS Live, San Francisco's own, a Bay Area favorite, Martin Luther McCoy. He's a singer, a songwriter, a producer, and an actor, and he'll be appearing at the Blue Note in Napa this Friday, December 22nd, for 2 shows. One's at 6:30 and one's at 9 p.m. I'll be there at 9 p.m. So come on through. I'll let you buy me a hand and Coke. Welcome to the stage, Mr. Martin Luther McCoy.
Yeah.
He's on mute and he's playing. You got it.
You're on mute, Martin. You messed up your intro, bro. You messed up your intro.
Unmute my brother. Unmute him.
He ain't tripping.
I want to hear this. He's not trying to sell y'all. He's not trying to get us to you for free.
He's not tripping.
He's not trying to give it away for free.
Anyway, yeah.
Oh, cold. He said, no
My
free,
brother, the
no
Two-Face band. That was a song I'm working on called Two-Face Bandana. It's a
If anybody can relate to this, it should be you, man. Come on now.
No, don't put that on him.
Oh, what? Hello?
Two-Face bandana.
I was tripping on Two-Face. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
I hear you. He's not, Jared keeping the peace. He must got some Crips and Blood in his family. He ain't trying to
Crips, Bloods, ankles, knees.
I had not even thought about the gang activity because
how could you not, bro?
Well, for one, I manicure
Never
my nails.
underestimate the power of the handicap.
Never, ever. Martin Luther, how you doing, man?
I'm feeling pretty good. Running, just constantly moving right now. A lot of things moving. It's good.
You got the guns out, bro. You rocking the shake weight? What's up?
Oh, nah. You know what the joint is? Shit, Joe, let me put you on good game. Hold on. Let me tear my guitar up. Boop, boop.
Okay, here's this. Oh, well, you can do that. Okay, the timing was not right for that.
Fender Rhodes, bro.
Got some real stuff back there. That picture looks gorgeous.
I remember the last time you were on, you were eating chicken wings or something like that during the show, right?
True.
I remember correctly.
What? Chicken wings.
That was you the last time you were on the show. Okay, so what's this?
Wait. What's that? Not CJ.
CJ, fool.
If you was to make this at Lowe's, you get a couple pieces of PVC and
TNT?
Dog. Nope, it's just some rubber bands. And these pieces of plastic.
What does it
and
do?
You have to separate it. And then you have to, you feel me? And then you have to hold it. And then the more bands you can put on, it's resistance. But it was like, wow. So, while you're sitting, if you're sitting constantly, I'm at the desk, working, So if I just want to just get some blood flow going without actually having to move.
Okay.
Wow.
Which is interesting because I believe this was developed behind bars by maybe folks that was incarcerated. They had to figure out a way.
That's the latest from Folsom Fitness.
Same people that made Jerry's shirt.
I thought I was off the hook for a second there.
No.
That shirt is.
I'm gonna ask Santa for some Folsom Fitness.
We're gonna go on a break, and I'm gonna come back with a whole different shirt on, just something white.
That is a whole different shirt.
Something white.
You ain't gotta go on a break. Just turn around.
Ryan Nicole.
Yeah, let me tell. We got Sherry on there.
They're gonna get mad. Y'all keep talking like
we
this.
should have never gave y'all money.
Right.
Ryan Nicole, I don't know why at this point, but would you tell other people how they can watch this show?
I will. What's up, y'all? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are on the globe. You know where you are. You're with us on IRTS Live. You may be with us on YouTube. You may be with us on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, what have you. Make sure you like and you subscribe. And then the third thing that you should be doing is sharing it with a friend. So let everybody know where you are. Tell them to come. The party's live over here. The water is nice. And then finally, let us know where you are. And then, so let us know. Put your name in the chat. Let us know where you are, where you're hailing from. And then one last thing, y'all, you can check us out on Soul TV. Do you remember back when on Roku? So you can watch us on your whole television on soultvwatch.com. All right, back to you, Jerry.
Thank you very much. Yeah, very good. Radical. Let's say hello to some people that are out there. We already got a bunch of people in the chat. I can't wait to hear this. Oh my God. Here we go.
Oh, he got
Kim
you.
Batiste said something.
What's up, Kim?
Hey.
Oh, this is why Kim Batiste is one of my favorites. That shirt is
See,
fire.
there you go. It's fire, Jerry.
Yeah. So
She said, don't worry about her.
Hi, Julie.
Julie,
Ask her what set she claiming though.
See, sorry.
What's up? What's up?
All right, let me see where some of these people are from. Because remember, you got to put your name in the chat and check it
Let us
out.
know where you're at.
Shout out Vicky Stevens. Shout out Kev Birch. Shout out Miss Deanna Roberts. Eric EQ Young is in the building.
My man.
The Bam Bam.
EQ's going to be on with us in January, so y'all keep close.
Word. Okay. Cool.
Wonderful.
Yeah. And Deanna Roberts, like you said, is right there.
Hey, what's up?
Texas is in the building.
Thank you, Kim. You watching us
Cincinnati is in the building.
Panhandle Hub.
They like your hat. Hey, ML, they like your hat, bro.
Hey, right on. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Okay, wait. You can talk about my shirt, but you can just look at this man's hat and not.
But I've seen his hat because it's like the caramel corn hat.
Thank you. Look at his hat like he's wearing a Giants cap or something.
He's on brand.
He's on brand.
Yeah.
You want something else?
Can't even get a holiday break from us. That's right.
You cannot.
All kind of folks in the chat here. All kind of folks. Hello, folks.
All right, y'all.
Two-faced bandana.
Oh. Push record.
Way.
Oh,
It's coming.
But in the show, you'll have
Two-faced bandana. I need the next line.
I'm here to Texarkana.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
So
jumping from there to Texarkana.
Anita, you recognize that name, Ryan and Cole?
Hola, mama.
Here's somebody out there. We love your shirt. I wish I knew who the name of some of these folks were. I'll find it.
We do too. We wish.
No,
They prefer to
remain anonymous.
Right.
All right. Now, for some reason, I want to
shadow bombing.
Yeah, for some reason, I want to do this show now and help you promote yours, Martin Luther. I guess.
Oh, this is fantastic! Just allowing me in the sandbox is just on and cracking.
Stand all over the host, man. Come on now.
Yeah,
You're going to be at the Blue Note Napa for the first time in your life. Is that right?
Yes.
What?
Wow. Tell us all about how did that happen and what do you feel? How do you feel about it? What's going on?
How do I feel? I feel excited. I'm happy to play music. Plus, I'm releasing new music, so it's good to be in front of people and seeing if what I have to present measures up. You know, it's a certain kind of nervous energy that you get when you come in with something that you think is new or do. So I'm happy to present that. I got some of the most cold-bloodedest funketeers ever given, ever born on this side of the world right here, if in the Bay Area, in Oakland in particular. And, these cats like to give it up. Wilton Rabb on guitar, Brian Brazil on drum, Dave Council, they're legends. I run into people, even on the internet, that see me post stuff about Dave Council. And they like, yo, I used to tour with him when we was playing with Jesse Johnson. I'm like, yo, Dave, you used to play with Jesse Johnson. He was like, I came out of high school funking with Jesse Johnson. Let me show you. Then he'll grab the guitar, or he'll pick up the bass, or he'll get on the piano. One of them kind of cats where it's just like, okay. Anyway, I got some fun. And then young upstarts. The Bay Area is always kicking out fantastic new musicians. And Clark Sims is he calls himself the Funk Father.
Ooh.
He's a young dude.
He's not nobody's father, nobody's daddy. Yeah, he really does.
Well, I'm going to be there at 9:00. I can't wait, man, because you said to get the late show because there's no curfew, right?
I'm just saying, we just going to kick it off and just let it go. We're going to give you that overdose, that West Coast overdose. Yes,
Can I ride with you, Jerry?
Yeah, let me think about that. You might get a one-way trip. I'll give you a ride over there. Maybe halfway, I can take you to Vallejo.
That was my olive branch. I'm trying to just and there. See,
maybe I'm not ready just yet. Right? Maybe I'm not ready for an olive branch. Did you ever think about that?
Let him be in his feelings, man.
Yeah, go
Give
on,
me
bro.
just a minute.
It's okay. I'll ride with R. Kelly instead.
Damn.
Oh God, you can ride with me. I'll be up there.
All right. So listen, man, you said you got some new music out, right? So you, first of all, you're going to do the show. I think you said you're going to do a couple of Christmas songs and things like that as well.
I mean, I've been trying to figure out a way, you know, to meet the first Noel. You know, or the pum. We trying to funk with it. Like, what can we do to this? How can we beat
Come on,
this
man.
a different
you
way?
You can make the Meacham Choir little funky, bro. Come on.
You dig? You can put that little remix sound clash to it. That Rubber Soul sound clash.
There you go.
You know, we need this Christmas for sure.
You can call it Jingle Bell Bottoms.
Jingle Bell Bottoms.
That is a bet. That's a bet.
Good.
That's a bet. Hold on.
Oh, get your percentage right now, Russ.
Jingle Bell Bottom.
With a two-faced bandana.
Girl, you know you got him.
Wear your two-faced bandana.
Oh my goodness.
I like that song.
I don't.
You don't like Jingle Bell Bottoms?
I like half of it.
You don't like Jingle Bell Bottoms, bro?
I like half of it. Hey, let's say hello to Tracy.
Jingle Bell Bottom.
Tracy Anderson. Oh,
Tracy!
Tis the season. See, all we needed was Martin Luther come. Martin Luther with no sleeves, and up comes Tracy. Look. That's all we needed.
See,
Kevin Henderson said he'll see you on Friday. Kevin, maybe you can buy me my first coat for you. So
I'll ride with Kevin Tennyson. I don't need to ride with you. I'll ride with Kevin.
All right, you get a one way up and one way back.
He'll pick me up.
Shout out, Kev.
It's gonna be a good night.
So we got some new music of yours. CJ's got them that you sent to him. CJ, I don't know which one you're gonna start with, but I want to definitely hear about this man's new music. If you guys are watching this from across the country and have not heard about Martin Luther, there's two things I want in my life. If I ever get honored for something, I know I'm setting myself up by just saying that. I want Miranda Wilson to be the MC, and I want Martin Luther to sing for me.
yes.
There's some other things. If I could sing, I want to sound like him.
There you go.
I love his voice. I love his attitude. I love everything about your performance and everything like that. So, Martin, tell us about this new music you got. And CJ, you can fall right in when you're ready.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Let me see. What can I tell you about it?
See how I buttered him up? Now he can't talk bad about it.
No. There's Welcome Back Love. Let's start with the title. Welcome Back Love. In times like these, and where I've been for the last however long, because I put out music sporadically, intermittently, and little secret little stuff on the internet here and there, but nothing official. And the game is moving in so many different ways that putting something out has a lot of meanings as far as social media activity, as far as local performances, as far as follow-up, as far as waterfalling your releases and blah, blah, blah. So I'm catching on to the way things are happening these days by getting back engaged. So I'm in a sense welcoming myself back to a process that I used to, live, breathe, eat, and release only. That was all I did in life. Then I stepped as far away from it as I could for a while, and I started to find purpose with why I would do it, at all. And if that hits me and I'm really feeling the purpose, then the songwriting and the production and figuring out how to deliver something in front of an audience, all these different little challenges start to appear. So I start working on it and start chiseling. And then we come up with something that we think, gets through the litmus of all these different gates and hurdles of, no, I can't put that out. And finally come to like, okay, I can put this out. And I want to welcome anyone who's interested in a feeling of celebrating good times, good energy, good love, family, surrenderance, being resourceful, staying dangerous. All these different things. You got to love your life. You're gonna have to love your partner. You're gonna hopefully love the elders and your ones coming after you. So these different types of love exist. It's not always romantic. However, we got some funk jams and some, get down jams on the record as well. So Welcome Back Love has like an umbrella of entendre for anyone particularly standing in a place where one of these songs might hit you with something that you hopefully wanted and needed to hear.
After we hear the song, I want to talk about your process. You're talking about chiseling. So we'll bounce back to that.
All right, CJ, it's on you.
Time burns the chips on my shoulders away. These dreams, how long is each one gonna take? My blood is worth more than minimum wage. Late night, out trying to have me some fun. Break light, pulled up on me with your day ones. Won't love, don't want it to get in the way. In the way of peace of mind. I keep searching for, so hard to find it, yeah. It's so hard to find my peace of mind. I keep searching, it's just so hard to find it, yeah. It's so hard to find.
All right, peace of mind. Peace of mind. Talk about that, brother.
Nice.
When you're in the middle of it, like a partner of mine likes to say, whelmed. Sometimes you can get pushed over that edge, and where the peace, you have to demand it in your own life if you're gonna get some. So for me, it required stopping and just sitting still and thinking. You know, it could have been in the middle of a whole bunch of other stuff, but let me just stop. Let me go sit on the back porch. Let me feel the sun for a hot second. You got that opportunity in your life in the middle of a day, especially a stressful one. Just breathe, look at the ants, think about the wood that's decaying, get a little, just a little settle down, because it's a lot moving fast. The handheld devices, the things that are happening in the physical space, neighbors, aggression, foolishness just for the sake of it's stress, windows getting bit, just extra. So for me, I wanted to find a way to capture the need of that and put it into a more of a mantra, more of a prayer form, because if you say it, it's been hard to find, but what am I doing to find it? I'm going in, because later on the song kind of just slips something in there. Been so hard to find you. It is where I find peace of mind. So that's what worked for me. And all these things kind of go into it. The song was a different style song when it first started out. And then I felt like moving. And so I started exploring different, rhythms and whatever. And it landed where it's at now.
Yeah, it's a real danceable track too. I love that. You're making, I always say you got to make the revolution danceable. You got to make people
that's real
forget that they're listening to education or enlightenment and they party
or some medicine.
Yeah. You've done that with this track.
I like to make the revolution danceable. I like that, Ryan.
I believe it.
I'm writing that down.
Word. Put it on a shirt.
Yeah. Make the revolution.
Your underdog. Put that on a t-shirt.
Hello.
So
Al Newport is watching
chiseling. You talked about chiseling. When you have, so I'm thinking like a sculptor does, and a sculptor starts with a block of clay or whatever the medium is, and then you is your block of clay a clean sheet of paper? Is it a room of white noise? What is your block of clay?
Time. Sometimes I have endless amounts of it, or at least my ego thinks that I do. And then other times I feel the pressure, or it's coming and I'm trying to catch it and put it in place. And then that's that, so it's the chiseling for me is normally time, because I have to figure out what is being asked of me to share, to give a voice to. The words that are out there that are commonplace, that a lot of people can do way better than I might not venture into that form of a song, but there's something about this music and a melody that is going to beckon me, and it won't let up, or it won't let me share it until I know that it's landed somewhere that is appropriate. When the first chord structure came of that tune, and I was just dealing with some things on Logic, had a little time to myself, the overwhelmedness of what goes on in life that might prevent me from having the clarity that I used to just have pristine, I could just knock something down. It set me in almost a depression, and it was like, time burns the chips on my shoulders away. But these dreams, how long is each one going to take? because my blood is worth more than minimum wage.
That's right.
So the things you have to sacrifice, the things that you yearn and you want, and the processes you may be having to deal with or overcome in order to get to that victory, or all this stuff is just kind of going on. And so it was more melancholy, and the melancholy was serving me at the moment that was in the melancholy. Then going back to revisit the work, it was like, oh, I like where this is possibly going, but I don't want to present the melancholy slow and moody. So let me just try some things with rhythm, and then over time it turned into
So did it pull you into kind of a when Ryan so eloquently put "make the revolution danceable"? Did it pull you into a contemporary rhythm space?
Yeah.
Is that the competitor in you?
Good question.
Well, that's the person that will be like, well, I go to all types of different events and hear DJs spin all kinds of rhythms. Do I have a record to take a drop?
Right.
And if I don't, should I engineer one? And then let somebody hit me with a joint like DJ Kemet out of Atlanta or Rich Medina or you guys, and let somebody hit me with something, then I'm just going to, wait and see what I'm filled with. And I was filled to take that one over there, because not for the DJ, but I do things at a certain energy level in my show. And so if I can drop a Fela track in out of nowhere, I got some horn player, and then we bring a funkier Africa soul house movement to it, then what could I play as my own? So the competitor and the person who's thinking about the variety of places that his artistry could possibly be shared is gets in there. And sometimes, to a fault, because that's where time can be that great equalizer, that great answer, that great shelter, or even that great executioner, because you got to get on some shit when it's sizzling in you.
Right.
And sometimes I don't do that. And so then the artistry suffers for I moved on to another, I'm called to do something else.
Yeah. Do you ever like stop right there, then come back to that song maybe 6 weeks later or something like that?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Pick up where you
There
left.
are songs that have taken me, more than a decade to complete, because there might have been something in the writing that I knew started off a certain way, but if I didn't live the information or hadn't heard a phrase shared that I could then parallel as analogous to what it is I'm trying to convey in my work. I'm filing these things all the time. Anything I ever hear said, always, if it's good to me, then it goes somewhere. And I'm trying to make this masterpiece, or I want this thing to hit. I want the next line out of Peace of Mind to say something, but to also maybe attract the ear. But I don't want it to be so personal to me that it doesn't have any universality to it.
Right.
And sometimes the more personal, the more universal.
That's
so
real.
I'm gauging and weighing, but if it don't feel like it was due for me to say it, for it to come out of this human being's mouth on stage in front of people with a microphone on it, or record it, then it just won't happen.
That line, "My blood is worth more than minimum wage," really resonates. That really hit, and the way where you positioned it too, because sometimes as a songwriter, you can put a haymaker at the top of the song and it gets buried in the music, it gets buried in the introduction, and nobody really heard it, but you positioned that well.
Late night out trying to have me some fun, brave light pulled up on me with your day ones, want love but don't want it to get in the way of peace of mind.
Right.
For you.
Bars.
Anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching IRTS Live. The man you're hearing talk is Martin Luther McCoy. San Francisco's Double Bay Area's finest. You got Big Russ down here. You got Ryan Nicole over there. You got CJ Flash on that side. I guess I'm two. What y'all say?
Too funky for us. Yes.
Too
funky for us.
Okay.
See, I give Martin a compliment. He changed his whole tune on me. I think.
There you go. There you go.
And he is dropping so much knowledge. I mean, I think what you're saying is a lot, not even so much about writing songs. It's just about the way you live your life. It's just, you're really, really speaking it very well and very clearly. And I appreciate that for you, man. So he is going to be in Napa this Friday night, December the 22nd, 2 shows, 6:30 and 9 o'clock. The Funk That Stole Christmas with Martin Luther McCoy. And he's already told us he's going to have a ton of great comedians with him. Not comedians, musicians.
You bring that shirt
back. Really?
Musicians. I'm doing a whole nother show. That's a late
You're
show.
absolutely right, because these boys is comedy, and the king of comedy is the horn player. We have a special guest I didn't tell y'all about. Bay Area's own Mr. Howard Wiley on saxophone. He just likes to
killers.
They just like to burn. And I was like, yo, can we just play 1 or 2 easy joints, just something? They was like, all right, well, the Funk that stole Christmas twice, because it's going down.
Yeah, let's say hello.
You know, he's a prodigy. He's a prodigy.
Yeah.
Howard Wiley been playing since he's a little boy, playing like that. Yeah.
Educating, Bay Area youth and lighting up all these stages. They're going to be over at the MLK celebration coming up in January.
That's
or might be this month. I'm sorry. Don't let me miss
January. You're right.
Say hello to some more folks that are chiming in here. Sakai Smith says hello to the IRTS family. Hello to you, Mark.
Hey, Sakai.
John JT Taylor is watching.
Up?
Eric Gill is with us. Carmen Oliver, my cousin, is up in Sacramento watching us. Cuz, why don't you come on down to Napa and catch the show with me on Friday night?
Yeah,
Miriam, the Queen, Graham, is watching us from Memphis, and we got people all over, man. We've grown.
Get down, Memphis,
Tennessee, home of the fried pies.
Word on the street is there's a brother from Nashville that might be joining us on the second set.
Man, how many people you got on the stage? How big is that stage, man? You got like 11 to 20 people up there,
There you go. 50, 11
folks. The Funk that stole Christmas, bro.
Yeah, Funk don't come by yourself.
That's like a Sly and the Family Stone show or something like that.
Man, you just can't put numbers on things. Like some shirts should have 2, maybe 1
Shut up.
Okay. 3 colors tops.
Tops.
1 pattern.
There you go.
But it's only 1 pattern. No, sit down. Hold on. He didn't even button the bottom of the shirt.
I got a kaleidoscope going on.
He didn't even button the bottom of the shirt, bro.
Let me turn around. Don't let me.
He got his Archie Bunker on the. No.
On the back there.
Nah, he real gangster.
Can you play some more music?
Yes, I got you covered.
You got Pinky Tuscadero set covered. You got everything.
Are we living a lie? Talk to me, baby. Can we live in truth, uncompromised? Well, now on everything that I love, you and I should try. Girl, I'm a real good dude. I'll be good to you. Feeling your affection, I'm digging this connection. Sometimes you gotta wait it out to get to the magic. Sometimes you gotta wait it out to get to the magic. Sometimes you gotta wait it out to get to the magic. Sometimes you gotta wait it out to get to the magic.
That one is simply called Magic. Now, are these songs we hearing are they on your newest release?
Yes.
Okay, and people can get that anywhere where they download their music?
They can get it from me.
I love that.
Okay. Well, please tell them how.
Martin Luther McCoy, my name, Bandcamp, BANDCAMP, Bandcamp.com.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
Streaming don't pay.
Yeah, I mean, we could play that game at another time. For the fans of my music, I'm going to be going at you directly because, one, I can hit you off with exclusive content if you're interested. And I don't know if a subscription and all that kind of thing is really where it's at. I want to know where you are and what you're willing to contribute to something that we want to be a global and at least a national campaign. but there's already, you know, some action going on overseas. So people are engaging with us. We have a lot of friends and we're very thankful for it. But what we want is to get you the best of me directly. So anyway, on the Bandcamp on December 25th on Christmas, you'll be able to get the first EP. We're going to be releasing new music every month for the foreseeable future. But let's just say you can expect a few songs from me every month until Welcome Back Love, the whole album, is then available for the social streaming services.
Nice.
So this is more or less, you know, me and music lovers kind of let's identify ourselves and let's work together. And this is the first step that I'm taking because I'm re-entering back into just the wildest, you know, super highway machines of just exposure in fantastic ways. Well, before I just jump and all of that stuff hopefully takes off somewhere. I just need to make sure we have this and this I can control and you can receive it. And it's real simple and it's, you know, it's a direct thing.
Tell them one more time. I'm sorry, Ryan. Tell them one more time we can hear before we go any further.
Oh, Martin Luther McCoy. .bandcamp.com.
.bandcamp.com. We'll talk about that again later. Go ahead, Ryan.
Like you're saying, you know, the release world, the release environment is so broad, and you could, like you're saying, you could put it on streaming and, you know, give it to the world. You could put it on Bandcamp. You could sell it hand to hand. What informs your release strategy? Sometimes I'm overwhelmed. I'm curious about, as you're re-entering the world as a musician and releasing music, what's informing your release strategy?
Listening and checking out other people's trajectory, plans, seeing if something looked like it may have worked for this artist, or I've spoken to them directly to see how well it is or isn't working. Then I want to, you know, use that as just little background empirical data about steps that I want to take, being that we are a very, very, very nimble operation. I don't have the strategy mapped out to say, hey, ding, bong, boom. And I'll be glad to, you know, share more as more things start to unfold. But I have to take a step. And these things that have been unknown have been big, you know, bridge out, jump, don't go. It's been a whole lot of, you know, fear, right? But it's not in the fear. It's just, I want my presentation to come with a certain level of quality, consistency, and a standard of excellence that I'm gonna hold myself to. And then if I do demos or mixtapes or what have you, what other artists and just or my own things, just put them out there in these little social, you know, YouTubes and what have you. There's little nuggets of things to find, because I do that to test to see if anything is really touching, or if I thought this might be on a vibe, let me see if they like this. Then I might go back in with the bed and cut that, or I might further the development of something that I just started, you know, playing on guitar. To my surprise and to my delight, sometimes I'm turning on YouTube and finding people of multiple ethnicities covering my songs that haven't even been released yet.
Right.
First, I was like, "Hey, wait!" And I was like, "Oh, wait a minute, go ahead, Timothy." Oh my God, fantastic chord change in the, you know what I mean? Like, all of it, make it happen, because this world of connectivity is so, it can be like this.
Right.
Yeah,
there's
a fine line.
Go ahead.
Fine line between connectivity and the short attention span. And by being able to, what I like about your process is that you don't just push it. I shouldn't say that. You don't just push stuff out and then let it sit. You actually are you're farming. You're harvesting out there. You're looking for how your music has touched other people and what seeds, what's growing from those seeds, and you're pulling it back from it. A lot of people just put stuff out and then that's it. Because you know it's lost in the sauce. It's gone. You know, because you got that time to hit people, but you're actually you're farming and it's a very cool experience. To see it firsthand is very cool, because as interesting for me, because it's multifaceted, my relationship with your music. I'm a DJ, so I am a C-suite consumer of your music. I use your music to help me further my career. I am your friend, and I am a fan. So I look at it from different ways, and I'm like, oh, I wish he would have held that for this, or I'll take this. And I say, you know what, you could have just flipped this, and I get a chance to see it from the other angle, and it's it's magical to see how other people, when we're in the other people of the world, I'm traveling the whole country, and you say, "Oh, you from the Bay Area? Hey, do you know Martin Luther?" Why,
Yeah.
yes, I do know Martin Luther. Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, he owes me $15. Yes. But it's so cool because but their experience, what their touch tone to you is totally different than my touch tone to you.
Absolutely.
And it's really cool to see how he hit me on Bandcamp and blah 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 blah. Oh, word, that's cool. I didn't even know he was doing it. That's cool.
Right.
Now let me ask you this: you talk a whole lot about your process. So, with all the different talents that you have, what do you like to do best? Write, produce, or sing? What's the thing you like to do the best, or what do you think you do the best?
Ooh, even worse of a question. I mean, no, it's great. It's a great question. Like, Jerry. Like, what I find is that at times I have to be the impetus, the starter, the spark, the match, the swing of the arm, the find of the tinder, the layout of the wood, the digger of the hole, the keeper of the flame. You know what I mean? And other times I just have to be in the room and be hearing and let my ears right, that little minor, that's the money. And the word, yeah, but if you turned around and made it personal, now it's more for everybody, right? Okay, right. So if I can be the objective ear sometimes, you know what I mean? I'm all over where as necessary. So like my homeboy like to call it smoke on demand, whatever the situation calls for. What do I like to do, or do I think I do better? I do that very well, just kind of like creating stuff out of nowhere and then trying to assemble the pieces that can also broaden the net or help to fan the flame and add value to it. Because if I can do anything, I can weave a bouquet out of wilted grass, you dig me? And next thing you know, everybody's getting whipped. What do I think I do better? None of it. I don't think I do any of it exceptionally well. I listen to my songs, I'm being honest, and I'll be like, it's hard for me not to be cringing when I hear my performance. And then I think about things that people have said to me, and I'll be like, oh, that's what they meant. I didn't need all that noise. I just covered up the voice. The voice is the gift. But with the gift, I want to do this other thing, and I want you to hear this and feel this. And somebody's telling me, like, you don't need all that. Just take all that out and just share it with us with your voice. So, I'm more critical of me than anybody could ever be. That's why y'all ain't never heard.
It sounds like that same energy that propels you is the same energy you got to hold back.
Right.
It'll, but it won't
like
just
the
be
rubber
that
bands
energy.
You showed it, like the rubber bands you showed us a minute ago.
That's right. It won't just be the energy itself. Oftentimes, it'll just be circumstances. Things that happen in life that knock you off your clarity, perch, and your purpose perch. For example, not to go in a darker space, but things can really weigh you down. My father dies. It's 2014, and I'm about to do something, and I'm thinking I'm about to do, and the next thing you know, this happens, and it's like, oh, woe is me, and woe is everything, and the woe was for real until I sat down with a dude at a bar randomly who hadn't seen me in a while and was like, Marty, you look a little different. What's up? Oh, my father died. He looked perplexed. And I asked him, what's up with you? He was like, oh, how old was he? And I was like, 84. And I was like, oh, okay. He was like, yeah, my father died when I was 1. And I was just like, all the years that I got, right, just flashed and ballooned versus the years that he didn't. So the grief and the sorrow evaporated. Yeah. But for that time period and before that moment, I'm in a slump. I'm like, who's got time to think about music? Too Short and him. We are rocking. You ain't coming with I'm not. I'm just now dejected. I'm not into it. So it's things that can also, then when I come back to me and figure out, okay, I'm about to drop this. What am I about to drop? And why? And do you tell where you're at? Well, does somebody want to hear, oh, I miss my daddy song? Well, I don't know. Maybe they do.
Yes.
This is the mirror. This is the gate. This is the bridge out, jump, don't do, all this stuff start coming. Oh, I don't want to do. Oh, I don't want to do. Such and such put out something and nobody cared. I don't want to do that. Frozen.
Right.
Paralysis from analysis and all
that. Right. Well, I've been in a room in a rehearsal, several rehearsals with you at this point, and what I think you do extremely well is allow freedom in your process. Like I've seen you, give other people the freedom to create live and in person. You're extemporaneous, and that extemporaneousness is not. It's like high level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's just a way that you come into the room that allows people to iterate, allows people to experiment and try things. There's a trust that you give to your collaborators, the musicians that are in the room, the other singers or whatever, to jump out there. So it's odd to me to hear you say like, there's that, don't cross this bridge or whatever, because it's literally what you embody, a fearlessness in rehearsal processes.
I appreciate that. And just think about all the stuff that you've heard and experiences. Those are the things that escaped me. Those are the things that I couldn't, somebody walked into a rehearsal with some cats that knew my music and played at least 3 or 4 songs that I hadn't touched and haven't even played them.
Wow.
As in a live show. And I'm just kind of looking like, one, who told you to do that? Then I'm like, why ain't I ever did it? And I'm like, well, damn, y'all, should we do that? Well, why wouldn't we do it? Because I'm over here with a whole nother list of thoughts about what I think is on purpose, and reminded, thankfully, I got some really awesome allies, including y'all, that remind me of, what's possible.
Yeah.
I'd say here's more comments from the folks out there. Magnetic in energy. Kevin Tennyson wants to know if anybody has a thesaurus. This is from Sakai right here. Incredibly inspiring. And man, you do tell some stories, bro. So I got to think that in my mind, again, I love everything you're saying and everything you do, but I just think that the production process, it sounds like you really get a kick out of just bringing all these thoughts together and then putting it on music. That to me, I mean, I'm not saying that's what you do best, but I do know that you love it because
I'm an audiophile.
You can explain it so well.
And with that, I grew up under the tutelage of a few, killer names here in the Bay Area, notwithstanding the guys I'm playing music with now, but the Kirk Crumplers was out there, the Pascal Arsenaults was out there, the TCs. I've been in studios with people when I was in high school, and I'm picking up on everyone's instinct, because your instinct is the edge. And I want to know why y'all thought this was fresh. Why did I think this was fresh? Why did we ban that? And try not to replicate the things that get banned, or repeat the things that happen that create that fresh unknown accident.
Yeah.
So when you say that, Ryan, about me giving people the freedom, I'm hunting because somebody's going to do something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought about doing.
Yeah.
And that little nugget is going to ring like a shower of gold to an audience that has no idea it's coming. Because it just hit this room out of nowhere like a meteor. So imagine with some microphone amplification and some lights on it, right?
Right.
Okay, got it. This is how we gonna run the play, right? Jewel Street. It was always up to capers back in the day. So it's a caper going on. Y'all, you know what I mean? Yeah.
We're watching IRTS live. We got Martin Luther just talking that talk. CJ, you got some more of his music that we can hear?
You know I do.
Let's go.
Someone's turning 21, and someone's job's almost done. Someone's growing too fast. Or someone's stuck in the past. I can't believe that she was just a tiny seed not long ago. She's got her mother's smile, and Papa is so proud but can't let go. He can't let go. Because she's someone special. Oh, someone special.
That one's called 21. That's Martin Luther McCoy doing his thing here. We got people wanting to hear more and wanting to find out more. Remember, you can go to martinluthermccoy.bandcamp.com and you can download his music and he'll send it to you with I'm sure, a nice little thought and a message, because that's what he wants you to do. Tell us about 21. That sounds like your voice sounds a little, and dare I say, a little like Prince on some parts there. And I even heard a little bit of that Beatles kind of thing. I know you did some stuff on the Beatles a long time ago, but that's
Across the universe. Yeah.
Major minor chords.
Yeah.
Beatles do fantastic things with them. But what I was trying to go for was a little bit of that Stevie.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little, you know, I want to say flamenco. That's not it. It's a name of this, starts with an M. Anyway, Martuni. I think it's Martuni. And right. And there's a little energy behind that, just like, don't you worry about a thing. But I was listening to the album Journey to the Secret Life of Plants. And this is just a process, right? We're talking about process. And I'm just loving it because it's a Stevie Wonder record. It's got this, I can't, I can't believe the nucleus of all is found inside a tiny seed. The da da da, these melodies. Ba da 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 da, ba da da da. But who am I to doubt or question the inevitable being? Da 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 da. So he swings in amazing ways all of the most incredible things about like Broadway songs, and puts the soul, you know, touches to it. And studying that, right? All of this was in my head when I actually had to go sing at a friend's daughter's 21st birthday party. And because the friend was going on and on about his daughter, just, you know, just loving on her, and it was amazing. And he was lit. But I was just back there, you know, just doing the thing. And then it just, you know, someone's turning 21. So while I'm back there waiting, that little thing happens. And then I heard Stevie Wonder's Journey to the Secret Life of Plants album in different ways. He would go, you know, progress through the chords. And then I can't believe that he was just a tiny seed not long ago. You hear the Steve kind of vibe in there? Right. And then the song was coming to me as well because the words, she's got a mother's smile, and Papa, he's so proud but can't let go. He can't let go. Why? The payoff. Because she's someone special. Right? Now for me, I'm like, ooh, I got one I can play at the same time I'm on the ass. Right? Because I'm just like, I can get into it. It's big, broad strums, big barn doors, as I like to call them. You know, it's not some of that funky sevenths and twisting pinky step. I don't have that. But I can write me a song. And then I could sit up and talk to a band, or in this case, went and hollered at a good partner of mine who's a fantastic producer. His name is Otis McDonald.
Oh, yes, that guy, man.
Probably one of the most streamed musicians on planet Earth. But he happens to be an ally. He happens to be out here in the Bay Area local, and we rock. So when I brought the song to him, we started talking about, see, as an audiophile, we talk about engineers, the process of compression units, the type of microphones used in order to get the smack of the snare or the kick to hit a certain way, or to capture the room of the guitar's reverb when you put it over there and mic'd it over here and played it like this. You know, we get off into these little granular details because we want to make certain types of records that made us feel certain ways. And certain modern technology production techniques can hop over all of that process and still deliver a fantastic product. But if I want to go down that rabbit hole, then I want to have some cats with me that know, okay, well, you know, we got to do the, you know, the parallel, this, or put this out of phase, and then move the mics here and there in order to get a sound, because now we're being charged with a task of making something what would be in our estimation great.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not going to shortchange the process by cheapening, the route that we take to try and achieve this greatness. So we're going to go mic them drums. We're going to play it live. We're going to go back and edit. We're going to, go through these things in order to get the song to feel like this is what it's asking of us. Quincy Jones said it best: the song will tell you what it needs.
That's real.
I gotta really step in for a second because he's kind of shortchanging himself. The young lady who was the inspiration for that song was inspired to follow her dreams based on the way he fostered her instrument when she was younger. And to bring it full circle, he's playing Friday night. She's actually playing, and she's back in the Bay Area playing on Saturday night at the bottom of the hill.
What?
Yes, young lady. She goes professionally. Her name is Clay.
Right.
She's playing at the bottom of the hill. She's a phenomenal songwriter, and that journey started backstage with this cat right here.
I love that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I got a question that's not as profound. Somebody texted me and said, well, if he's doing birthday parties, will he do one for me and will he write me a song?
You gotta ask.
As you're in the mirror here, I said, I was gonna say
large fee.
Talk to Russell and we will make it happen.
Yes,
Hello.
yes. Call me at the agency of Dr. Rocks on Rocks. We'll make it happen.
That's right.
I'm serious. Because if they're serious, you know what it takes to be serious.
CJ, give us another one of them serious songs.
I got a serious song for you.
As long as you know life matters, your life matters, life matters to me. As long as you know life matters, your life matters, life matters to me. Tell it to the rage, burning down, growing deeper inside me. Speaking to my faith, spiritual warrior, survivor, believer. I'm a believer. Got me here by grace. On the wing of a dreamer. I made it. Yeah, I made it. Get up out the way. If you can't take the pressure, it breathes. No cap, cause I'ma keep giving you all this black love, black sugar. Oh, you can see it in the way I walk, feel the spirit in the way I talk. I'm giving you black.
I see what you did. I know you wrote that, a part of that last year, that Black Lives Matter, because we used it at MLK. And so now you turned it into Black Sugar.
It was always Black Sugar. I just had to address that situation. So, y'all could have something personal for y'all.
I love it.
I appreciate that. I see what you did there. So that's nice. That's nice.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, we need an anthem for that. It's a miss that we haven't had it. You know what I mean? So thank you for jumping in the space that was open for you.
I hear you. And again, timely, right? Because I've had the song and performed it for a couple of years. But when it's kind of like a no wine before it's time kind of a thing.
Sure.
Because I'm not necessarily trying to do anything but communicate and serve the song. And in service to the song, there were things about it that didn't make me feel like it was complete. And then when it got to a point where we got over that, or I got over myself, we went and tried it a few times in rehearsal. And then I was able to hear and see and do a little bit more chiseling, because I'm thinking as a performer, I'm hunting everyone in the audience. I want to overcome something inside of that person that will leave an impression, that will hopefully form a bridge and a connection, something that my music and their life will move forward together from that moment on.
Yes.
So I'm hunting that, and it could happen in any moment. It could happen when I'm not saying anything of substance, but the moment, or the ooze, or the falsetto hold, or who knows, but I'm hunting that. And so when I feel like I've landed on something that is appropriate to deliver, then I load it up in the cannon and I squeeze. And so Friday we squeeze it.
So to that end, actually, you have all these beautiful, like layered vocals and background vocals and all of that, like a true songwriter. Are you up there flying solo vocally, or you have some background singers? Like, how do you handle all that voicing in your music?
It's a process, because there are times when I should do a show with a piano player and a DJ. I'll be on guitar when I need to. The pianist can knock in some Anita Baker right before we go into this Daniel Caesar cover, and then right into this Martin Luther song, and just melt it. Or I need the whole band because the situation is like that, and coming in just tiptoeing with the electronics is cool, but we need them breakdowns, we need them guitar solos, we need you to feel like we prepared something for you.
Exactly.
And the singers in the band will hold as many of them notes as they can catch a hold to, and I just be like, get the mic levels right, and then we'll make the most of it. You understand? And I'm also learning the power of reach out to the audience because they want to participate.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I want to. And every time somebody gets me to do something, it's like, bing, I could have did that 15 times in the show. How come I never do it? Oh, because I'm still working on it, right?
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out the different ways that we can do something that delivers. So I enjoy the process. We cut ourselves and bleed in front of the audience all the time. It's a rare exchange of a certain kind of freedom. House music creates a portal for you to just be free of whatever and move or stand still. It's a portal.
And move.
So I would love to be able to get my live shows to get some of that.
Yeah, that good energy. Yeah.
Exactly. Some of that blast off in there, just a good time.
Yes,
and
sir.
I'm hunting that. How to give and deliver the good time with a certain amount of precision and consistency.
Can I ask
originality and whatnot? Go ahead.
As a fan, have you ever had a perfect show?
Wait, before you even answer, I'm going to guess he's going to say no.
I mean, it's funny that you say that, because the show we did last was resoundingly everybody in the crew's look of, that was the best thing we've ever done. Because the joke was, prior to that, it's cracking on rehearsal, this is the order, this is how we're going to do it, and da-da-da-da-da. And that came off fine. Almost tepid. So next go round, scrap that, at least most of it. Start with this, unrehearsed, unpracticed. Start with that after that, unrehearsed, unpracticed. And this one, unrehearsed, unpracticed, and have at it. And we had at it. And boy, was there a difference. And then from there, the songs of the original tunes mixed in with the cover vibes, and it flowed like it was all pre-programmed. And see, I work with the Roots. I work with Robert Glasper. I work with Kev Choice. I work with musicians that have the ability, Lil Jon in Atlanta, Eric Smith out here in the Bay. They have the Paisley Hinton. They have the ability to move from song to song and just throw stuff in and catch it and keep it moving like it was always the way it was supposed to be. And then no two shows are exactly alike with some of these guys. And with me, that's definitely the case. So, I'm growing, and I'm glad that last show made us feel like that. So then when I walk into rehearsal this week, that's the bar. And every time somebody's not at that with whatever instrument or whatever moment of clarity, we can all collectively identify it. And let's get that, because it ain't just me. It's a we swing. I'll take a moment, break it all down, and just share something a cappella, or me and the guitar and whatnot, to communicate and share with the audience. I'm an artist. I have a lot to share. At the same time, it's waiters to consider, it's organizational structure, it's timelines, it's a movement and an ebb and a flow, and not just what I want to do, when, where, and how I want to do it only, being considerate of as many things as I can. And we're giving you a very high quality product. You did, we stand on that 1001%.
Now, are you able to separate the fact that the audience loved it, no matter what you thought about it? Can you separate that and still enjoy the fact that the audience loved it?
Yeah, it was a good chin check. Like, don't come back with this was wrong or that was wrong. We just had the time of our lives. You just lit our Sunday night up. You just sold out a spot that had a hard time selling out Sundays, and it was just like, oh yeah, we we did that too. You know, even though this was kind of and that song didn't really but the next time around, it was just like we buffed all of that shit out. That stuff, you know, and then we was ready to go do it again the next night, and the next night happens to be this Friday.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yeah.
Speaking of this Friday, go ahead, Russ.
I've known you for all of our lives, and I get a little jaded, you know, and I take a lot of the stuff that you do, that you bring into the world for granted. I just do, you know. It happens for both of us. You'll walk up on me on a set and be like, "Yo, did you just do that?" You know.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to take a moment, because it's our show, to stand on a pedestal here, and I've seen a lot of shows. I'm blessed. I'm very blessed. I've seen a lot of shows. The show you did at Red Bay, where it was nothing but covers of Sade music, was a moment in time that not only I won't forget, but no one in that building will ever forget. And I used to tell you, I said, you know what, you should do that again. Now I'm sitting back saying,
that was a moment.
That was the moment. That was the moment. And I'm just waiting for the next one. But that, I will say, because I know where all the bodies are laid, that might have been as close to a perfect show I've seen you do ever, because
I didn't play guitar in the show.
Exactly. You didn't play guitar in the show. You sat within the body of work of another genius, and not only made it your own, but brought everybody here. Everybody who came to that show was a fan, like you were a fan of that music, and you let that music create a whole another experience for those people. And that's really hard to do without basically Martinizing, somebody else's music. And it takes a very unique element of your gift in order to be able to step back from that and let your gift sing to, and share your gift with other people. And that, I would say that, and I know that CJ was at that show. Jerry was at that show. Ryan, were you at that show as well?
I'm kicking myself in the butt because I wasn't. But I will say the location also had something to do with that. Seeing the images, knowing what Red Bay means to so many people at that time in particular, like for you to have chose that aesthetic and that space was chef's kiss.
The space, it spoke to us. And that was, I want to say, one of the earliest productions between my wife and I. Joining forces on a level of community. Let's engage. Let's try not to, lose no money, but at the same time, let's work on developing experience and figure out how we can do this in a way that makes us want to do it more often.
Yeah, I should have said, I'm so sorry, because people were texting me like, "What are you talking about?" So Martin had the idea to cover Sade classics as only he could with this incredible band. And it was on Valentine's? I think it was on Valentine's.
Yeah, it was on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it was on Valentine's, and it was beyond special.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I felt like I should have been like Rerun and the Doobie Brothers and been recording it.
Bootleg.
I should have bootlegged that show. I don't know what I was thinking.
Actually, I got a lot of videos from different songs. It's on my Facebook. I'd have to go back and find them, but you did them all, and you killed it, man. I agree with Russ. That might be the best show I've ever seen you do.
Man,
I could easily agree. That was a night, man. That was a night. I have to say this because you guys are absolutely right, and Russell has been on me about how and when does that ever make a reappearance. And breaking news on I Remember That Show. I remember that song.
Yeah, hold on.
We're going to redo. Okay.
Close up.
Breaking news on IRTS. You dig? Martin Luther, the real McCoy, will be at SF Jazz in the main hall, Valentine's 2024, performing a tribute to Sade.
Yes, I'm not missing this one.
And
I'm not
somebody
going.
said
I'm not
Sade
going.
might even be in the building. So I'm just gonna be like, we're gonna be
I'm
on
not
our
going.
A game.
I'm not going.
You're not
Pshaw.
going.
I'm not going.
Jaded.
Nah.
I got 2 seats. I got 2 seats lined up. Is that
Nah,
on
I'm
sale
not
already?
going.
Is that on sale
Yes.
yet? Okay,
Yes.
well, let me write that down.
This is whack.
If I go, if my screen goes blank for a little while, it's because I'm buying my tickets already. You know, so
Date night.
that's
Date night.
fantastic, man.
Wow.
I love that show. Love that show.
Yeah.
And listen, now we've had all this seriousness and all this amazing conversation. Kyle Newport just woke up, so I got to put this out here. He said he was listening but not watching.
He needed that beauty rest.
Yeah, he just was listening, not watching. So just let him get that in. Feel better, Kyle? Thank you. I got a favor from him that I need, so I had to let him get that one. So
What do you say though? I don't get what you
oh,
say.
you didn't see it? Oh, no, you saw it. You just want me to show it again.
No.
He says, "Excuse me, I've been listening but not watching. What is Jerry wearing? Napkins?
Tablecloth.
No.
Tablecloth. Doilies. Doilies.
For those of you who are just tuning in, what you just heard in the last 30 seconds was about the first 20 minutes of the show. People, Martin writing songs, people just talking about my shirt. So it's okay.
It's not your shirt. It's no longer just your shirt.
It's the people's shirt.
It's the
people's
shirt.
People's shirt.
The people's shirt.
Damn.
There you go. Show the world.
But you could button it up, dude.
I thought I did, man. I'm sorry.
David had a coat of many colors. Didn't hold a candle to Jerry, his brother.
I love that. Yes.
Technicolor dream coat. Wow.
Technicolor dream coat. I'm dying.
Technicolor dream.
That's one of those gang shirts from Don't Drink Your Juice in the Hood.
Well, speaking of that, going back to what Ryan Nicole's husband said, where'd that comment from him? He said I was representing all the gangs or something like that.
All the gangs.
All the
Shout out Antoine Davis. Hey, listen, man, we're gonna wrap this up in a few minutes, but we gotta CJ, you got another song you want to sneak in?
I got a bunch of stuff.
Okay, well let's sneak in. Let's play some more music then.
My man said Gangster's Paradise shirt. Wow.
All the mistletoe, I'm gonna get to know you better. This Christmas, and as we trim the tree, how much fun it's going to be together. This Christmas, the fireside is blazing bright. We'll be caroling through the night, and this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me.
Thank you, Ron from Detroit.
Yeah, that's what I had said that song earlier. I love that you touched that one, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was funny. You know,
this is our pre-Christmas show, to tell you the truth. You know, so because next Monday is Christmas, so this is our pre-Christmas show. So thank you for playing that one, CJ Flash.
Absolutely.
It's funny ain't funny what money make you do sometimes. It's funny what you do for $1. Ain't funny sometimes. Make you wash your window.
So let me ask you this: do you have? Everybody's got their, those Christmas classics. For me, the on my block when we grew up, it was Charles Brown, "Merry Christmas, Baby." That's the song that made me think, okay, yeah, it's Christmas. You walk in the house, the collard greens are being cleaned. The salt pork is in the cast iron skillet.
Ooh,
And
stop talking. I'm hungry.
moms and pops are in the living room with that big ass stereo, getting their little thing on with, you know, and that's
Merry
the song
Christmas,
that
baby.
means Christmas to me, man. So
Mm.
what? So I'm gonna go around the panel. Jerry, what means Christmas? What song do you hear? It's like, it's Christmas.
Come back to me because I got one. I got two, but just come back to me and I'll tell you the one that I decide.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna come back to you, but match your shirt when we come back. Okay. So Ryan,
Wait, can we get a close up of me here for a second? Hold on.
Yes, get in there. Somebody take a screenshot. You're an emoji.
Go ahead, Ryan.
My favorite things by the Supremes.
oh, it's a good one. Wow. So what do you feel there? What is that?
I mean, I think the imagery of that particular song is so iconic and specific, you know, that it always paints a picture of like a winterscape that we don't really experience here in the Bay Area. And it lands me smack dab in the middle of what I imagine most of the other side of the country experiences. That's, you know, truly like the Christmas atmosphere. Yeah, that's one of them.
What say you, Flash?
It probably is Merry Christmas, Baby, Charles Brown.
Merry Christmas, baby.
I looked forward to hearing that on the radio or my mother playing it because of the guitar strokes that that kind of stuff. I love that song, and it felt like the holidays when that song was played.
ML.
Christmas songs. Well, feels like. Well, what's the question?
What is a song that when you hear it, it takes you back to what your first wholesome feeling about Christmas was when you were a kid?
And my only worry was Christmas would be my toy.
Word. Okay.
He had every little detail. He nailed that song just like Bill Withers did Grandma's Hand. It was just something about, and I like to say it's the Black experience. It may not have any color or ethnicity to it. It may not. It just might be love and what you did out of love and what you had to deal with and endure. He made the fact that you didn't get what you might have wanted and whatever still feel like it was cool because we was all there. And I remember those days. And then the days of getting something I wanted, but just worrying about what you was gonna get, you know, like, ooh, what's it gonna be? All of that, you know. Yeah. So hearing that song in any time of the year makes me think about those kind of, you know, fond memories.
Okay, I tell you what. Here, I think the goat of all Christmas songs is "Silent Night" by the Temptations.
Okay,
I could hear that in June. I could hear that in February. It still feel the same way. But the song I think that I like the most because I just like the way it flowed. It's the "Winter Wonderland" by Johnny Mathis, man.
Oh, okay.
Tables ring, are you listening?
Hey.
Beautiful sight, you with me, walking in the winter wonderland.
Mom's had
in the winter wonderland.
It was 2 working 8-track cassettes. Because my parents wasn't listening to a whole bunch of music when I was coming up. I fired a whole bunch of Red Fox records and shit in the closet, but you know, out on the turntable it was, you know, the gospel hymns and whatnot. So the 8-track, however, there was a Johnny Mathis joint and a Cher joint. And I couldn't really get with the Cher, or what was it, Sonny and Cher. And but the Johnny Mathis, I was a fan. I would argue that I learned a lot about singing from having that as the only 8-track to play for a period of time. And hearing about his voice.
That I wear this silly grin. Shout out to Johnny Mathis. Shout out to Johnny Mathis, who I think still owns a high school track record in San Francisco.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I think he went to Galileo.
Okay.
Right. And the fact
he went to Gal. Yeah, he went to Gal. He actually was a member of my parent at Jones United Methodist Church. He was a member of the church.
Wow.
He and his partner, they donated the pipe organ to the church.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sure did. Sure.
You got, of course, did Johnny still live in San Francisco? Do we know?
I don't know. I
know he's still performing.
I know he gets his hair done in San Francisco.
Nobody escapes. Nobody escapes.
Nobody's sacred, man. Nobody.
Any opportunity we would have had Johnny Mathis coming on the show.
Johnny, come on, Johnny.
Too late. Too late, too late, too late.
Agreeing you in.
Johnny, know.
Johnny know.
All right, CJ. One, maybe two more songs.
Can I do two?
Do two. Okay, give us one.
All right.
25 years to life and he's gone. Look where he is now. Who's gonna help take care of home? There, mother wheels herself into the court. Look where she is now. Will the judge take her only son? No. To the world you might be one person, but to that person you might be the world. You are somebody's superstar. Somebody's superstar. You are somebody's superstar.
See what I'm talking? Look at you, Martin.
Who's gonna help her raise them kids and make them feel special? Let them know his story lives. Let them know his story lives, baby. Though daddy's gone, don't let it slow you down. You better know that you're special, yeah. Even though daddy ain't around. Oh. To the world you might be one person. To that person you might be the world. You are. Man, superstar. That's a song for me.
That is a song, man. That's a great song,
brother. That's why I played it.
Great song.
We to piggyback on what everybody was saying of Ryan and Jerry. You might be too close to to be able to see what it is that you're great at. But my opinion, and having known you for so long, I think one of your greatest strengths is touching hearts. Touching hearts through this music, and the topics that you choose. Who's singing about that?
Right.
Not many people are singing at that level about the content that you're choosing to and what's more, the intention that you are choosing to have when you go into this process, I think is a beautiful thing. A lot of writers aren't writing with intention. You can hear it when the music comes across and the lyrics. It's not, or maybe that is their intention. Maybe their intention is to make money. I don't know, but you are actually, your intent from what you just conveyed to us is amazing. So
very well said.
Yeah, I agree.
That song, it touches me. It's weird because the process of its arrival was really unique because a fake plastic water ain't gonna fake plastic trees. I was trying to figure out how to play a Radiohead song.
Yeah.
And I marveled at the fact that he would say a chord and launch a vocal across it, not through it and whatever. It was going across, and I was like, he's done, whatever his next chord was. So I started just strumming and singing across chords, and that first drop is similar, and then it goes into different places. But it's also very Marvin Gaye, as some of my guitar cats would be like, "Oh, you playing that thing with the Matrix?" Because it's very, very solid and forward, and very big and minor. It's sad, but it still has this big grand sound. And he was like, "You should play it with the sevenths." And when you put the 7 on it, you put the Marvin in there, and you put the blue. You put the space to suspend either time, the moment, the payback, the payoff. You can do things with chords differently than just major. It was like, what about that space? What about that note? That's in there, and it's a little subtle, more melancholic, but darker, tony kind of tones. You know what I mean? So I learned in the process once I shared it, and I was like, oh, okay, and I can do that. So that's another one for me. Like we still got it. So the story though was a whole nother journey, because it was like Superstar is about someone who's unknowingly a leader in your life because you're a little child and they're directing you. They can direct you down into a path of madness or something of self-determination, interdependence, fearful or aggressive. Someone that superstar is the person who's looking out for that person that's coming behind them. The mother that's paying for all of the rehearsals and the practice and the tennis shoes, but you also keeping that child safe as best you can and engaged mentally as best you can to get as many opportunities to spring forth, right? You're the superstar, but we don't acknowledge you in that fashion, like 25 years of life and he's gone. Well, that ain't everybody's situation, but a lot of people understand what it's like to have to lose someone either through violence or incarceration.
Right.
Either way, they're not in the picture.
Right.
So grandmama in the picture, mama in the picture, or in reverse, it could be papa and mama's gone, who knows? But that person, that uncle, that older brother that's doing that extra thing, that's having to do that extra step, that's the superstar that I wanted to bring some illumination to. I've always had a penchant for finding things that might be muted or trying to give silent stuff that's really, really volcanically important, but give it a voice because it's not being spoken about or shared or shown or recognized. So when that hits me, then I'm like, okay, the songwriter now has to figure out how to do that, or do it in a way that would make me ever want to share it with somebody, because a lot of stuff that they never get shared because it didn't get over the threshold. And lo and behold, it changed. My cousin read this off of back of like a Hallmark card, and to the world you might be one person, but to that one person you might be the world. Anyway, leave a message. I'm at home. And I was like,
yo.
To the world you might be one person. Oh, I got it. And to that person it's somebody else's famous quote. So he lifted it and I lifted it off of him, but it served the purpose that I needed to get from where I was in the song into the chorus. I needed something to carry you there, a vehicle.
Yes.
So songwriting is a fun and interesting, laborious and tedious and crazy process. Depends on what you're hunting,
And you can find that song and more at martinluthermccoy.bandcamp.com. Right?
Right.
Absolutely.
Man, this has been a quite a show, man. I mean, you've taught people who don't know music how to listen to it and hear it differently, and just you taught people who do know music how to play it differently, and just it's been fantastic. I really appreciate you coming on tonight, man.
Thank you all for having me.
I can't wait to see you on Friday night at the Blue Note in Napa, when Martin is going to be there for two shows, 6:30 and 6:30 and 9 o'clock. Remember, yours truly is going to be there at 9 o'clock, and I need a hen and Coke, and I'm going to let you buy me one. Because you're going to want to do that. I'm going to let you buy me one. And Martin, I will say this. I would not put, if I'm sitting up close and you're talking about how you want to share your show with the audience, I would not put a microphone in front of me, because you may or may not know about my history with the foundation. We were a pantomime group that the first time somebody put a live mic in front of us, we were an ex-pantomime group. So don't do that. Yeah, don't. Yeah, not that. Not
No,
like that.
no, exactly that, dude.
Right.
Exactly
Come
that.
on, Russell. Come on, Russell Luther. It's not that.
Russell
Who was
Luther.
that was Evelyn Champagne King thought it was that when we did a show with her. She thought that's what we were talking about too. No,
Right.
no, we're not opening boxes and stuff like that.
Voguing?
Right. Early voguing. That's what it was.
All right, for
She
those
was
of you
hilarious.
who miss,
But she was so supportive.
She was.
She was like,
she was serious too. She really
that's
thought
so
she,
special. I didn't know black people did that.
And who was that we had one time that thought it was doing the church with the white gloves?
Oh,
thought you were praise dancing.
Yeah, praise
that
dancing.
might have been Shirley Murdoch.
Yeah.
Right? So
Comedy.
I'm just dropping names because I'm just letting people know who are watching this for the first time. We interview a whole lot of good folks on this show every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. just like Martin Luther McCoy. And we've had a great year this year. This is our Christmas show. Next Monday is Christmas, so we're going to say Merry Christmas to you all. And we'll see you after that for New Year's and stuff. But once again, Martin Luther McCoy, get his music at martinluthermccoy.bandcamp.com. See him Friday, December the 22nd at the Blue Note in Napa, 6:30 and 9 o'clock. Anybody got some last thoughts before we get into that last song?
Can't wait. Can't wait to go and have fun.
Oh, you're going on Friday?
Yeah, I'll be
9
there.
o'clock?
I think it's an IRTS field trip.
I'm doing
Okay,
both.
then there we go. Then the team has to buy Big G a drink.
We gonna buy you a shirt.
I can't wait to see what you wear.
I will never wear this shirt again.
I can wait.
See, again, if only it mattered.
There's gonna be some elves at the front door, like, "Hey, bro, let me
if only it really mattered to me what people like y'all thought, man. It would not even matter.
Just watch.
I'm gonna do me. One last question: They want to know what high school you went to, Martin.
I went to Lick Wilmerding, and then I graduated from transfer over to Reardon. The Dunn.
Okay.
The Dunn. Our purple is our majesty.
Yeah.
All right. Last thoughts. Ryan Nicole, go ahead.
Hey, man. Thank you. Just thank you for, sharing your process with us. Everybody doesn't open up like that because some people are proprietary over their process. And it lets me know, the kind of human that you are, that you're willing to share how you make this magic. So thank you, man.
CJ Flash.
Love you, bro. It's great stuff as always, man. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm with you every step of the way.
Big Russ.
Thanks, bro.
Man, you are the most righteous.
That's it. That's good. Okay.
Another Christmas movie.
I'm going to say one more time. Two more things. If I could sing, I would want to sound like you. And if anybody in the Bay Area ever decides to pay tribute to me for whatever reason, I'm going to ask that they put you on the program. Okay.
Done deal.
Absolutely.
Friday night. Go ahead, CJ Flash. Play us out. Merry Christmas, everybody. We'll see you next week with another episode of IRTS Live. Go ahead, Flash.
I send this out to you because I care about you, baby. Nothing left to do, no reason to doubt you. I love you.
IRTS Live is brought to you by CDove HR Consulting Group, the human resources specialist, providing personalized service to building a better tomorrow. Enjoy the difference. Lifelong Medical Care, offering free vaccines for everyone 12 and over. Call Lifelong at 510-549-5454 or visit lifelongmedical.org. Check out gdovedesigns.com to get t-shirts and hoodies that make a statement. Join DJs Big Russ and CJ Flash for the world-famous show live Fridays, noon to 4 Pacific. Catch them on the following social media platforms. And if you'd like to join us as a sponsor, please email us at info@IRTS